Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Why Though Podcast. My name is Jay, and in today's video, I'll be talking about Super Bowl 60 predictions. Let's go! Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, check out WhyTho Gaming, check out WhyTho on the Go, check out the socials, follow for more, make sure y'all share this video, check out personal channels as well, and make sure y'all throw up the W for the WhyThoPodcast, and let's go. Like I said in the intro, I'll be talking about Super Bowl 60 predictions, and these are my predictions and just things I came up with, and I'm gonna start with the Seattle Seahawks, so let's go. Like I said, I'm gonna start off with the Seahawks, so I'm gonna start off with quarterback Sam Darnold. I believe that Darnold would throw for at least 2 total touchdowns and over 220 passing yards. I predict this because he had a heck of a season. I mean, back-to-back pretty good seasons from Sam Darnold. He's getting better and he's in a good system, and now he's in the Super Bowl. I mean, I know he was with the Super Bowl with the Niners, but he didn't play in that game, but this will be his first Super Bowl start, and I'm excited to actually, watch to see how he performs, and hopefully I'm right with my predictions. Next, I'll be talking about running back Kenneth Walker. I believe that he's going to have under 60 rushing yards because the Patriots are the 5th ranked run stopping defense. So I believe that Kenneth Walker can still be productive if it's in the passing game. I just feel like rushing game, he's not going to do much. I mean, Patriots got a good D-line, and yeah. Next I'll be talking about is wide receiver Cooper Kupp, and I believe that Cooper Kupp will score a touchdown, an anytime touchdown. And I believe that he will score a touchdown because a couple years ago, if you guys remember, he had a great game against the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Caught a game-winning touchdown, made a lot of big-time plays and big-time moments. And I feel like he's never afraid of the bright lights. He performs well, and yeah. Next, I'll be talking about wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba, and I believe he'll be Seattle's leading receiver in this game, and I think he will also be the game's leading receiver. So I don't know how many receiving yards he's gonna have, but I feel like he's gonna be the most impactful as far as yards are and stuff like that. And yeah. Next I'll be talking about is the Seattle defense, and I believe their defense will force 2 turnovers at the minimum. I mean, they got a dangerous secondary. They got guys like Witherspoon, they got Julian Love, they got Woolen, and they even got Byron Murphy and Ernest Jones that can wreak havoc on the D-line. Lastly, before I talk about the Seahawks, I believe their X-Factor player is Rashid Shaheed. I mean, he's been making plays ever since he got to Seattle. I mean, he made a lot of good plays with, the Saints as well. But what really stood out to me the most was their playoff game against the Niners. He opened up the game with a big kickoff return for a touchdown. And I feel like he's just a dangerous guy because, you can play him on offense, you can play him on special teams, and he can make some plays for you. All right, so now I'll be talking about the Patriots, and I'm going to start off with quarterback Drake May. I do believe that Drake May will have under 220 passing yards. This is kind of just due to how he's, been performing in the playoffs. I mean, he didn't throw for a bunch of yards against the Broncos. I mean, I know the weather was bad in that game, but even the week before that, he didn't do well against Houston's pass defense. But we all know Houston had probably, arguably the best defense in the league last year. If not, they were the number 1 ranked defense last year. And, it was just a tough defense for May to face. But I feel like Seattle's secondary is up there with Houston, and they're on that, that high tier of, defenses. And I feel like May could kind of struggle in certain areas. But, I also believe that Drake May will still score 2 touchdowns. And, yeah. Next, I'll be talking about running back Ramondre Stevenson, and I believe that Stevenson will have over 22 receiving yards. I feel like he's not going to be too great on the ground unless he breaks, a big run for at least 15 yards. But I believe that Patriots will use him more in a passing game. Like, let's say some of their receivers get shut down, they're probably going to use the screen game, and Stevenson can really, just get you chunk plays here and there and help you drive down the field and hopefully, score a touchdown, field goal, or, whatever it is. Next I'll be talking about is wide receiver Stephon Diggs. This is Diggs' first Super Bowl. He finally made it. I mean, it's been so many years where he's been close. Back in 2020, they lost in the AFC Championship. They lost the divisional round. He's always been so close. He's been injured a couple of times. I predict that he's going to get a receiving touchdown. And yeah, and I also believe that if he scores that touchdown, that'll be the Patriots' first score of the game. So I don't know who's really going to score first between Seattle and the Patriots, but I feel like if the Patriots score their first points, it's going to be a touchdown to Diggs. And yeah. Next I'll be talking about is edge rusher Caleb Von Chason. As a Jags fan, I really wish Chason was good with us, but you know, he just had some struggles here and there. He couldn't really get to the quarterback at times, and he had so many different defensive coaches, and I guess none of them really got the best out of him. But it's good to see that he's doing good with the Patriots. So for that reason, I believe he's going to have over 1.5 sacks. I mean, if you guys watched him play against CJ Stroud and just throughout the playoffs, he's been making a lot of impactful plays and a lot of game-changing plays. And yeah. Next I'll be talking about is the Patriots defense. Likewise with the Seattle's defense, I do believe that they force at least 2 turnovers. I mean, some notable names of some guys that can force turnovers is Marcus Jones, Christian Gonzalez, and Kayvon Chason. For the Patriots X Factor, I am going with Christian Gonzalez because he can make a play. Some quarterbacks don't always target him, but when they do, he normally comes up with a good play. And I won't be surprised if he has at least 1 interception or even, you know, a few pass breakups here and there. But I feel like he's going to be the Patriots' best player on defense in this game. So now it's time for team stat predictions. So for total yards, I'm going to give it to the Seahawks because I feel like their offense is way better than the Patriots' offense. I feel like Seattle has more talent. I kind of like the way they call plays on offense, and I feel like they're, you know, kind of creative with the stuff they do. I mean, they give the ball to their playmakers, which is always a good thing. And Patriots do the same thing, but I feel like Seattle is just going to have a better day as far as total yards. Next I'll be talking about is first downs. For total first downs, I'm going to go with Seattle again. Like I said, with all the yards, I feel like all the first downs is going to come with a lot of yards. But for third down conversions, I'm going to actually go with the Patriots because watching throughout the playoffs and some in the regular season, I feel like Patriots were, you know, one of the better third down teams. And I feel like, as far as what I saw, I don't know the actual stat, but I just have a feeling that Patriots are going to succeed more when it comes to third down. And yeah. Next, for total plays, I'm going to also give it to the Patriots just because I feel like they're going to convert a bunch of third downs, and I feel like it's going to extend their drives long enough for them, you know, to score a touchdown or field goal or whatever it is. Next, for time of possession, I'm going to give it to the Patriots again. I believe like the time of possession is going to be very close, but I feel like Patriots going to have like at least an extra minute to maybe 2 extra minutes, you know, more than the Seahawks, just because if they're extending drives with third downs and, you know, converting little things here and there, I believe like they can have a good chance to win just because of time of possession. But that'll lead me to my final point, which is the winner of this game. And I believe that the Seattle Seahawks will win the Super Bowl. I think they'll get the revenge on the Patriots because last time they're in the Super Bowl, they didn't run the ball with Marshawn Lynch. They're on the 2-yard line on like a 2nd and goal play. Decided to pass it, and Malcolm Butler picked it off. But I believe, you know, 2026 will be a change for Seattle, and I feel like they'll win. A lot of people are thinking like Seattle's going to blow out the Patriots, but I don't think so. I feel like it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a very entertaining game. I hope it's high scoring though. Because I feel like high-scoring Super Bowls are fun to watch. But I feel like if Seattle wins this game, they win by at least, I would say at least 5 points. But I feel like it's going to come down to the wire, and it's really going to be like whoever has the ball last is most likely going to make a play. So that's why I decided to choose the Seahawks. Alright, so this will conclude today's video on Super Bowl 60 predictions. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, check out WhyThoGaming, check out Why on the Go, check out the socials, follow for more, and make sure y'all share this video, and check out personal channels, and make sure y'all throw up the W for the WhyThoPodcast. Thank you guys so much for watching, and comment down below who you think will win the Super Bowl. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.